What's up, y'all? We are now in September of 2025. Believe it or not, it is already September, my boy. We're 9 months in. We got 3 months left, right? Yeah, 3 months left, man. Then it's 2026, then it's 2027, then you're dead. You feel me? Then you're dead. So today I want to talk about some albums that have dropped the past couple of months. I feel like the past few months have really picked up in 2025. And we've definitely had some great music in this year. So let's get into a couple albums that have dropped recently. So coming in July, we had CLIPSE's album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, which was just an amazing piece of art, man. It seemed like CLIPSE really put their heart, sweat, and tears into this, blood, sweat, and tears into this album. And it seems like Pharrell just perfected everything about this album. You know, there's really no complaints on this album. Before this album, I did not even know who Malice was. I'm 22, and when CLIPSE was still releasing music, I was probably like a baby or some shit. And I'm a big fan of Pusha T. I love his work with Pharrell and Kanye. You know, he can't miss with Pharrell and Kanye. Stove God Cooks on FICO, bro. When Stove God Cooks is just doing what Stove God does, and that's cook, man, you know. John Legend on the first album, The Birds Don't Sing. That shit makes me feel like I'm floating. Like, The Birds Don't Sing is crazy. And when I first listened to the album, I literally wanted to cry off that song. But nonetheless, beautiful, great album. Alfredo 2. Top tier music, bro. Just good rap, good music. Top tier beats, top tier flows from Freddie Gibbs. Top tier roast on academics and just talking shit, bro. I can't even say too much about this, bro. It's Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist, bro. That's all I gotta tell you. Also dropping in July, we have God Does Like Ugly by JID. And boy, oh boy, this might be my favorite album of the year. If you know me, you know I'm a huge JID fan. One of my favorite, probably top 5 rappers in my opinion at the moment. You know what I mean? Maybe one of my top 5 favorite rappers of all time. Top 10 for sure. You know what I mean? And this album, man, was just so good. It was just so good. JID does what JID does. And he just spit, sang, up and down, all over the place. Just good rap. Just good rap. You want to hear a nigga rap? Listen to JID. Just good rap, man. That's what I have to say. I loved VCRs with Vince Staples. They had a crazy rhyme scheme on this album. You get like a real Atlanta experience on a track like G's, where he's rapping about being at the Atlanta game, Atlanta versus Saints game, and his car getting broken into. You know, he's rapping in Spanish with Jesse Reyes on No Boo. It's just crazy, man. You got an insane, absolutely ridiculous feature by CLIPSE on Community. One of my favorite features of the year. Easily one of the best features of the year by CLIPSE on the Community. Beautiful intro with Westside Gunn, man. I loved everything about this album. He's talking about, you know, faith and, you know, just the realities of the trenches, man. That's really what he's talking about. And he did that on his last album, The Forever Story. But he just kind of continues that vibe, you know, here. But it's like he almost even opens up a little bit more with songs like Wholeheartedly with Ty Dolla $ign, like kind of a West Coast vibe. You know, you got Skate with Earth Gang, really upbeat. It reminds me of like the futuristic Atlanta sound. You know what I mean? I have no complaints about this album. Definitely been on the playlist. Been in the gym going crazy to this album, man. Shout out JID. Blessing 2025 one time. Now, dropping in August, we had Offset drop, I believe, his 3rd solo project called Kiari. Fire album. You get classic Offset, classic strip club, trap music, stupid ad-libs, talking about money, cars, drugs, hoes, everything, you know what I mean? He gets a little personal about, you know, Takeoff in this album. I wish he would have got a little bit more personal. But, bro, talk about gym songs. Pills with NBA Youngboy, stupid. You got Set It Off, which was fire. You got back in that mode with YF and Lucci. This one he gets a little personal about, you know, the Offset just being back in that mode with the bros is what he's talking about on that one. And then I want to talk about his most personal one, which was, I believe, Never Let Go. Where he talks about Takeoff. He opens up. Fire. Just a good album, bro. Just good piece of work. Easy to listen to, you know what I'm saying? Offset catches crazy little pockets and like bags in this here and there, you know what I'm saying? There's definitely a couple misses in my opinion, but I got like 5, 6 good songs. That's all I could ask for, man. Shout out Offset with Kiari. Chance the Rapper. Bro, I ain't never listened to Chance the Rapper like that, ever. You know? He hasn't, I don't think he hasn't dropped in a minute. I know he's a big blog era rapper. I'm kind of young for the blog era, you know what I'm saying? But Chance the Rapper dropped his album called Starline, and this album is easily a top 5 album for me this year. Such a beautiful album, bro. He is literally like talking about just like political struggle, like black experience, while making it just sound good. I don't know how to like how do you make like serious kind of somewhat sad shit sound good and like be able to vibe to it? Like that's the best way I could explain what he did in this album. Highs and the Lows with Joey Badass. Back to the Go with Vic Mensa. Vic Mensa, bro, his verse was stupid on this. And then he had the Negro Problem with featuring BJ the Chicago Kid. The Negro Problem might be my favorite track on this, and it's just like, it's just the Negro Problem. He's just talking about just the struggles of black folks, man, and it sounds good. It's not like no like serious ass like shit that it is just like depressing, you know what I'm saying? He's talking about like tough situations and tough subjects, but he just makes it sound so good, bro. Chance the Rapper doesn't sound corny in this album. He doesn't like, I've always kind of looked at him as somewhat almost corny. I never really formed that fully opinion, but it kind of just seems like he has kind of that around him. I don't know. He has Baby Chief Do It on here. That also is my favorite. Drapatomania. You know, he has Chicago rappers on here. Vic Mensa, Joey Badass, Baby Chief Do It from Chicago, BJ the Chicago Kid. Just, come on, man. Chance the Rapper, man, you did it, bro. Top 5 album of this year, easily, in my opinion. Easily. There's really no bad song on this album that I found, like, honestly. So shout out Chance the Rapper for blessing my 2025 so far. Next up in August, we have Heels Have Eyes 2 by Westside Gunn. Fire. So Heels Have Eyes 2, the first one was an EP, I believe. It was like just kind of like a short package that he released, I think like last year in November or something like that. But Westside Gunn is just being Westside Gunn. His last album, he literally said he made it in 3 days, and like I just can't tell that he made it in 3 days. But what I do get from Westside Gunn is like he somewhat, I feel like he really just do be turning on the mic and just talking shit. Like that's it. Simple as that. I'm gonna just turn this mic on. I'm gonna just talk my shit over the most beautiful production by Conductor, by Alchemist, by Derringer, by whoever, bro. Just beautiful top tier production. Beautiful songs in here like Mandela, with a ridiculous sample by Conductor. Amira Kitchen with Brother Tom SOS. Brother Tom SOS, I don't know who you are, but keep coming on Westside Gunn's albums, please, because every time he touches a Westside Gunn track, it's fire. So Brother Tom SOS, I believe, was first featured on Still Praying, which is Westside Gunn's album that he dropped last November, and he's on a song called Dr. Britt Baker, where he just blesses the track, bro. Blesses the track. And then he also appeared on 12, which was the album after that, on Gumbo Yaya. Fire. Please go check out, if you're gonna check out anybody today, go check out Westside Gunn's tracks with Brother Tom SOS. I don't even know who bro is. It seems like Westside Gunn be just putting people on his albums and they just sound good, and I've never heard them before. Like Stove Got Cooked. So first time I ever heard him on Westside Gunn's album. Brother Tom SOS. I believe Rome Streets, the first time I heard him was on a Westside Gunn album. SD Knack, first time I heard him on a Westside Gunn album. He just gets good features, bro, and they're not even top tier A-list celebrity features. These are guys that just be cooking, bro. Just be cooking, bro. Mike is on this album. Also, I'm pretty sure he's either Harlem or Brooklyn rapper. Pretty good. That guy's pretty good, and he drops a lot of music. Pretty consistent dude. Stove Got Cook's on here again, doing his thing. Stove God and Westside Gunn just don't miss, bro. Brother Tom SOS and Westside Gunn just don't miss. Benny the Butcher and Westside Gunn, they just don't miss. You're getting Westside Gunn, bro. Top tier, beautiful production over some crack bars. You know what I'm saying? Westside Gunn, thank you. Blessing my 2025. Next up, we got kind of like some honorable mentions of August. Mozzie dropped, one of my favorite rappers since my childhood, bro. Stays feeding the people. Mozzie stays dropping. He stays feeding the people. Whether he signed to CML, whether he's independent, no matter what he doing, he is spirit of the people, man. He dropping. He feeds his fans, and I can't complain. Good. He has a Boosie feature on this album called Intrusive Thoughts 2. Just overall solid Mozzie work. I will never complain about no work from Mozzie. Never a bad album in my opinion. The NBA YoungBoy dropped Deshaun, a collab mixtape with DJ Khaled. He has kind of like a Hot Boys esque song, like Lil Wayne type song in Hustler, which is probably my favorite song on that album. AI Marley is really good on that one. Joey Badass dropped his new album Lonely at the Top, and I seen an interview with him and Bootleg Kev, and he's just talking about how he made this album in like a couple of months and a couple of weeks, and that he's just kind of been in his bag. It wasn't my favorite Joey Badass work, but you know, Joey's doing his thing. Good feature with Westside Gunn on there. You know I love Westside. He has a song called BK's Finest featuring Rome Streets, Kai Cass, and CJ Fly. So 4 Brooklyn rappers. Wasn't my favorite track, but I really love the concept of just kind of representing for Brooklyn. You know, Joey's been at the top of a lot of people's algorithms lately, you know what I'm saying? Whole Kendrick stuff going on, and it was just cool to get some work from him, man. It's been a minute since we got some work from him. Maybe like 2021, 2022 when he dropped 2000, I believe, or yeah, 2000. So yeah, shout out Joey, man. Big X the Plug dropped a country album, y'all. Tell me why this shit was hard. Like, Big X the Plug really went crazy on here. He has a song called Home with Shabuzi. Hard. Hell at Night featuring Ella Langley, and man, this was just a very pleasant surprise for Big X the Plug. Like, I really fucked with this one, no cap. Like, I was listening to that country music. You get a perfect balance of country, and then you get Big X the Plug deep ass country voice on that shit. Can't go wrong, man. I can't complain. Big X the Plug country, not something I thought I needed to hear, but I needed it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Big X. Thank you. Currency dropped an album called 830 on August 30th. You know what I mean? Stupid feature from Killer Mike on here. You get your classic Currency mixtape where he titles it like over the date that he released it. And you know, you can't complain, bro. Currency, bro. Currency, same old Currency, bro. You gonna get some good music from him, good smoker joints, something to roll in your old school with, and your fly ass whips on some fly shit. You know, you not causing problems. You just chilling. You just chilling. Thank you, Currency. Shout out Russ. Russ dropped his album Wild, and bro, Russ is a good artist, bro. Russ makes good quality music. I can't even lie to you. You know, he's like the independent, he's like the face of independent music right now, damn near. You know, like, he up there with Larry June and like a few other guys who just they just really do this independent shit, bro. Like, dead ass. So shout out to Russ. The very first song, User Guide, was hard. Go Up was hard by Russ. Russ can spit, he can sing, bro. He produce, he does it all, bro. Russ is just a talented individual, man. That's all I gotta say. Thank you, Russ. Thank you. TF, bro, if you guys aren't familiar with TF, he's a Los Angeles rapper. He works a lot with the East Coast rappers like Rome Streets, Crisis, I believe Crisis is a East Coast producer. He might be a West Coast producer, but he has a collab album with Crisis, and he just has stupid features on here. Good quality music. Please go check out TF. So TF and Crisis, The Green Bottle. You got features from Flea Lord, Smoke Dizza, Bun B, Sir, Currency, Westside Web. Just a solid, bro. This was a solid collab. Shout out TF, man. He's doing this thing. He's on a I watch a podcast with him on, a podcast with him and some other LA guys. Just top tier shit, bro. I fuck with TF. Don't Tap the Glass by Tyler, the Creator, dropped July 21st. That one was pretty good. Very different, you know, for Tyler, the Creator. Kind of like some funky, upbeat, like house party shit, house party music. And I can get down with it, you know what I'm saying? When I'm feeling upbeat, you know what I'm saying? I might throw that on. I might throw that sugar on my tongue. So shout out Tyler, the Creator, for that. Jack Boys 2 also dropped by Travis Scott and others, you know what I mean? So Fago did his thing on that. I just want to get that out the way for sure. Sheck West did his thing. Don Toliver did his thing. Solid album. Haven't been super playing it too much, but I just really want to shed some light on that. Throw that in there too. Marco Plus dropped an album titled Marco versus the Underground. And bro, Marco Plus, one of my favorite up and coming rappers, and he's definitely a rap for your ass type of dude. You know, he's gonna spit some shit. He talk about smoking. He talk about them streets of Atlanta, you know, just like a grimy, get it out the mud type rapper. He definitely reminds me of like Meek with the dreads, if you know what I mean. Fire rapper, bro. One of my favorite up and coming rappers right now. So go check that out. Definitely some good just verses, like just bars, just spitting, you know, just talking shit. So Marco Plus, shout out to him. That's all I have for today. This is kind of just what I've been listening to that has released the past few months that have just been, you know, blessing my 2025. Let me know if what you guys have been listening to, man. Give me some recommendations. Give me some artists that I should check out so I can, you know, start reacting to these guys, man. I want to get more consistent with my reactions. Start just talking about, just having more conversations on my channel, you know, about what I've been listening to, how I feel about this, how I feel about that, you know, what I've been fucking with, what I haven't been fucking with. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel, man. Leave any comments down below. Thank you for watching. Real Zay TV. We are out.